You're doing everything right. You're controlling what you can control. You're practicing gratitude. You're remembering nothing lasts forever. And yet something still feels off. You're still anxious, still scattered, still feeling disconnected from everyone around you. Here's why. The Stoic basics everyone talks about. They're just the foundation. And a foundation isn't the whole house. There are 3 principles the ancient Stoics knew that almost nobody teaches today. 3 ideas that don't just help you cope. They rewire how you see yourself, other people, and your place in the world. And if you've been doing the work but still feel stuck, this is exactly where you need to be. Picture this. You wake up, check your phone, scroll through news that makes your chest tight. Someone cuts you off in traffic. That flash of anger. Your coworker gets credit for your idea. That knot in your stomach. You come home. Your partner asks how your day was, and you don't even know where to start because you've been on autopilot the entire time. You know the principles. Control what you can control, accept what happens, focus on what matters. And they work, they genuinely do. But there's something they don't reach, something deeper. You feel it, that low hum of anxiety that never quite disappears, that sense you're capable of more but something keeps blocking you. And here's what most people don't realize. That discomfort isn't a sign you're failing. It's a sign you're ready for the next level. The ancient Stoics, the early ones, Zeno, Chrysippus, Hierocles, they saw this coming. They knew the basics would get you started, but they also knew you'd hit a wall. So they developed 3 principles that go deeper than anything most people ever learn. 3 ideas that cut straight to what we're struggling with right now. The loneliness, the confusion about purpose, the constant battle for your own attention. And here's the part that changes everything. You already have the strength to use them. You've proven that by doing the work this far. The first principle has a Greek name, Sympathia. It sounds like sympathy, but it's not. It's something far more powerful. The understanding that you are not separate. Not from other people. Not from the world. Not even from that person who just made you angry. Marcus Aurelius, ruling an empire, facing war and plague and betrayal, wrote this down in his private journal. What's bad for the hive is bad for the bee. He wasn't being poetic. He was stating a fact. You're all connected, part of the same organism. When you hurt someone, you hurt yourself. When you judge them, you fracture the whole. And here's why this matters right now. Loneliness isn't about being alone. It's about feeling separate. Sympathia destroys that illusion. That driver who cut you off, they're stressed, running late, drowning in their own chaos, just like you. When you see that connection, really see it, anger loses its grip. It softens into something closer to understanding. The second principle is different. It's called Oikeiosis. It's not about understanding connection, it's about acting on it. Picture yourself in the center of circles. The first circle is you, then your family, then friends, community, strangers, all of humanity. Most people never move past the first circle. They take care of themselves and maybe their immediate family. That's it. The Stoics said your real work is pulling those outer circles closer, caring for strangers like neighbors, neighbors like family. And here's the cold truth most people never figure out. They spend decades searching for their purpose on the other side of the world while ignoring the people in the next room. Purpose isn't something you find, it's something you build, one circle at a time. When you show up for your family, when you help a coworker, when you're kind to a stranger, that's it, that's the work, right there. The third principle is the engine that makes the other 2 work. Prosoche, disciplined attention, moment-to-moment awareness of your own thoughts. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the greatest teachers in history, said this was the most important skill you could ever develop. Because here's the truth. You don't control what happens to you. but you control how you interpret it, and that interpretation is where all your suffering lives. Prosoche is like a guard at the gate of your mind. Every thought gets inspected before it enters. Is this true? Is this helpful? Or is this just fear pretending to be wisdom? When you master this, you create space. Space between what happens and how you respond. And in that space, that's where your power lives. Your freedom. Your ability to choose instead of react. So here's what this actually looks like when you apply it. Traffic. Someone cuts you off, your hands grip the wheel. That heat rising in your chest, but Sympathia kicks in. You remember, they're not your enemy, they're part of the same system, stressed, overwhelmed, human. The anger softens, you breathe, you let it go, and you just saved yourself from carrying that poison for the next hour. You come home, exhausted, you want to collapse. Your kid asks you to play, and Oikeiosis whispers, "This is the work, not the job, not the career. This, right here." You put the phone down, you show up fully, and in that moment, you're not searching for purpose, you're living it. Late at night, scrolling. Someone posts something that triggers you. Your fingers start typing a response, but Prosoche stops you. That guard at the gate. Is this true? Is this worth your energy? You pause. You close the app, and you just reclaimed power over your own attention. These three principles aren't separate. They're one system working together. Sympathia connects you. Oikeiosis shows you how to care. Prosoche gives you the discipline to execute. Without getting derailed by every distraction, every insult, every fear trying to pull you off course. The ancient Stoics weren't philosophers hiding in libraries. They were emperors and slaves and soldiers and merchants. Real people, real chaos, real pressure. And they figured something out. The basics help you survive the storm. These three principles teach you how to build a ship that no storm can sink. You've been doing the work. Learning, growing, showing up when it's hard. That's everything. Most people quit. Most people settle. Most people spend their entire lives reacting. But you're still here. Still pushing. Still ready to go deeper. That strength was always in you. The Stoics knew it. And now you know it too. Which one hit you hardest? Sympathia, the reminder you're connected? Oikeiosis, the path to real purpose? Or Prosoche, the discipline to master your mind? Let me know in the comments. And if you're ready to keep building this, type "I'm forged" below. Because that's how we rise. Together, not separate. Never separate. Stay forged, brothers.